What's going on, everyone? Tim here, and today we have the first ever Star Wars LEGO review on the channel. It's going to be the Mandalorian Fang Fighter versus TIE Interceptor. Here's a look at the front of the box. Here's a look at the back of the box. It's a 9+ set. Box number 75348. 957 pieces, and this one's going to retail for $100 US. And pretty much what you get: 2 fighters, 4 figures. And something that's pretty cool with this one is there's 2 instruction booklets on it. And why is this a cool thing, you may ask? Well, I can tell you. Because if you have a friend, a loved one, a wife, a sister, friend, dog, husband, cat, whatever, you can have them build the set with you. So in a sense, if someone wants to build a TIE Interceptor, you could do that while the other person simultaneously puts the Fang Fighter together. And the cool thing with the instruction booklets, actually I tell you what bags you need. So as soon as you open up the box, you can divvy it up. So that's pretty cool, I guess, unofficial function of the set. But yeah, we're going to go through and do an in-depth. We're going to go through with the figures first, and then once that's knocked out, we'll talk about the 2 fighters, and then my thoughts and feelings, price point, if you should buy it, who should buy it, and all that fun stuff. All right, and our first figure is going to be the man, the myth, the legend himself, the Mandalorian, and he is going to be in his full Beskar armor. I know the original version, he had more of his like brown leather look. That's because he didn't have Beskar at that point in the show. This iteration does. So he's pretty cool. He comes with the Darksaber, as you can see there. Does not have a blaster in the set specifically for him. However, the other figures, they do have an extra blaster. So you can always give it to this guy over here. And I'll show you helmet off. All right, there is his face, helmet off. No dual face on this figure, just up in front. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Next up, we have the Mandalorian Fleet Commander. And he comes with a blaster there. Very clean printing. Another sweet backpack that they gave the Mandalorian. So they're giving all the Mandalorians, technically. This is Mandalorian. And the Mandalorian is obviously a Mandalorian. They all get these pretty cool backpacks. So that's the full look there. All right, so that's helmet off. That's what this guy's face looks like. It's got a little smirk right there. And there is a secondary face, kind of like a surprised, happy, or just a general smile face for this one. This is going to be the TIE Fighter pilot. Even though it is a TIE Interceptor, it's technically LEGO terminology. They're calling it the TIE Fighter pilot. Very good printing on this as well. Very good quality. Everything's centered on there. Nice back printing on the side. This is her face. It is a female pilot. Kind of a serious, don't mess with me, a very serious face. And this one, like the Mandalorian, is just going to have a single print face. All right, and this is going to be the last figure in the set. This is going to be a droid. It's going to be R2-E6. Very clean printing on this droid over here. Nothing on the back of the model, however, the top piece does have that full print. All 360 degrees. And mine, fortunately, was printed very, very centered on it. So no complaints on this figure here. All right, this is going to be a 360 of the Fang Fighter. It is a really sleek looking fighter. It is a pinch flat, and it does look a little silly when you compare the TIE Interceptor to it, just on a sheer volume difference between the two. But this is very sharp. I know some people in the LEGO community think it's a little too flat. This is very sleek. I just think it looks kind of funny proportions compared to the Interceptor there. But you can see the back propulsion units. Very cool how they did them. Look very nice. There's 2 blasters that are right next to the cockpit, and there's actually spring-loaded shooters that I'll show you underneath here right now. So pick up the model. You see the 2 shooters there. It's pretty typical. So you get your model, you push, and I'm probably never going to see that flick fire missile ever again, because that didn't fall in the right spot that I planned to. But that's cool. Okay, so opening up the model here. All right, so you have your cockpit. I know I knocked off that white piece, but that's all right. This cockpit's actually super cool how they do it. It's kind of like a nice leather interior in there, if you can see it. And when I was building the model, they didn't really specify particularly, but that front part comes out, and you can put the Mandalorian pilot's blaster right in there. So that is a cool, nifty feature. They didn't officially say that it goes on that way when you put it together, but let's all be honest. When you're putting it together, that's what you're going to do with it. You get another close look at it. Nothing too crazy going on. What you see is what you get with this one. There's not a lot of hidden features on it, but it does look really, really fresh. I do appreciate how sleek this design is. I do like this one a lot. Now we have the star of the show. This is going to be the TIE Interceptor itself. I mean, just look at it, everyone. This thing's stunning. It is a play model, but if you look at some of the greebling that's all on the side there, this thing looks so good. It looks stunning. From every angle you look at it. Super nice, super clean. Even the padding on the side there, how they handle the paneling is really good. In the back, you get that classic TIE cockpit look with the iron engines, the twin iron engines. That's what TIE officially stands for. And the flick fires for these are green as opposed to the red on the other ones, which is more traditional for the Imperial vehicles. Same as the other one. You just push the button on the back, and I'll get it. Or not. Down, there we go, I got it. I had to really figure that one out, but it works. Cockpit, your pilot can fit inside. Two ways to open it. You can go down, you can see the hatch right there in the front. Then you can lift up this top part, and you can see there is kind of like an awkward, let me get it closer. Let it focus a bit. There's a little awkward gap there that you have to kind of finagle the figure around, but the figure can go in the cockpit. You just kind of gotta over under, get her situated, and boom, in the cockpit. Perfect, ready to fly, ready to go out of this galaxy. Overall, sweet Interceptor model. Cannot say enough great things about this one. So we're done looking at the close-up for everything, and I gotta say, this TIE Interceptor is awesome. It's honestly, they made maybe 2 play-scale ones in all of the LEGO history here. 2 UCS ones, the Ultimate Collector Series. One just came out last May the 4th, and I'll probably be picking that up for a review coming soon here, and some like little micro builds. But this is by far, I mean, it's so detailed. There's so much good with the set. I really think this is the best TIE Interceptor you're going to buy in a long, long time. So this, I can justify. The Fang Fighter, it is cool, and it is pretty accurate to what you would see in the TV show and in the lore and everything. I just feel like it's a little too flat of a ship when you're looking at both of them, just how dimensional and how much larger this one is. Just seems like this is going to dominate the show, and this is kind of just there just to have a little something. That being said, $100. It might be kind of steep. If you're like me, you can check Amazon, $79.99. I personally got this at Costco. Costco typically has LEGO sets roughly 20% off. You can find a bunch of stuff. Just browsing around. A little trick for Amazon is you can put stuff in your cart, refresh it day by day, and it'll let you know if there's sales on some of the sets. So I'll do definitely bargain shopping for Legos in the future, but end of that rant. My review, I would say I would pick this up if you're a Star Wars fan, especially if you're a kid. Both of these ships are very swooshable. As an adult, I do appreciate the detail in both of these. So if you have like a man cave like I do, you can display these sets all day, every day. Very sturdy. Yeah, so this set, definitely a pass in my book. I'd pick it up if I were you. It's a good one. All right, that's my review. Peace.